I believe in my power, I believe in my boxing skill, I believe in my boxing brain. I'm ready to go through it all, walk through fire, smash down walls, fight my way out of a sports stadium in Mexico with 5 new belts.
Here is England's own John Ryder!
John's biggest attributes is his strength, his ability to push you back, sit on the chest, work on the inside.
He has a way of just grabbing you, finding those angles, finding those shots and doing with you what he wants.
He's the epitome of perseverance. It's grit, determination, will to win. It's knowing when to attack, knowing when to defend, all those things that have now elevated him to world level.
He's the ultimate professional. I think he's been a pro now for 12 years or whatever, and I don't think he's ever been late in the older them years. Even after the controversial defeats that he suffered in his career, you know, some people would have thought, you know what, I've had a couple of them now, I ain't going to do this no more, do you know what I mean? But he's always had that dream of becoming a world champion, and I don't think, you know, that'll come to an end until he achieves that.
Tony has never had to go chasing, never had to go looking for him. He's always wanted to do the necessary work. And he's got more than a little skill as well. He's got a terrific boxing brain, which has taken him through in these most recent years against some very good opposition. And for me, given him an opportunity that he's more than worthy of.
I believe in my power, I believe in my boxing skill, I believe in my boxing brain, and I believe that I've got the right man in my corner to do the job.
Coming to the ring first, the challenger, John the Gorilla Ryder!
Can Ryder seize the opportunity of a lifetime?
Let's get ready to rumble!
This is a very interesting fight, and it's very much in the balance. Big left hand to end the round as well for John Ryder. An eye-catching shot there at the end.
This is good work from Ryder, doing the better, doing the stronger work. John Ryder is pushing Callum Smith to the limit here tonight. This fight is going to be desperately close. What a performance from John Ryder. Win or lose, he's absolutely covered himself in credit. The fight of his life.
By unanimous decision, the Fighting Pride of Liverpool, still WBA super middleweight champion of the world, Callum Smith.
A lot of people, myself included, thought he won against Callum Smith. Callum Smith's a great fighter. He pushed him close, and I thought he didn't have to win, and a lot of people did. So, but he didn't feel sorry for himself. He dusted himself off and got back right on the bike again, but had to go through people like Danny Jacobs.
John Ryder's got this in the bag, and you know, pressure makes diamonds. John Ryder's just that, so I'm excited to see the performance he puts on, because I know he's going to bring the heat. I know he's going to set his stamp from the get-go and let him know what John Ryder's about. Let him know how we do it over here.
Here is England's own John Ryder!
Another rowdy British fight night with so much at stake for John Ryder. A great hook from Ryder, but Jacobs took it well and comes firing back. Now this is where Ryder wants to fight. 2 solid left hooks, and suddenly Ryder is right back in the fight. 20 seconds to go in the 7th round, and Jacobs now is taking more shots here than he's taken in the contest so far. And suddenly this crowd get behind Ryder. Good work from Ryder on the inside. This is his kind of fight. This is his kind of range. And he drives Jacobs back to the ropes. And Jacobs is forced to hold on. Last few seconds. Ryder again comes strong at the end of the round. This is turning. There's a spring in the step of Ryder.
Jacobs has messed around and got himself involved in a fight he didn't need to be in.
For your winner by split decision, from Islington, London, England,
round, John the Gorilla Ryder!
I think there are two names that stand out, and they're names that Canelo has already fought and beaten. Daniel Jacobs, who John Ryder beat last year. Now that was very controversial, but no more controversial than his fight at the end of 2019 against Callum Smith, which many at ringside that night thought John had done enough to get the verdict. But they were both very tight fights, and Callum Smith and Daniel Jacobs both went on to challenge Canelo. And it's my view, therefore, that if John can go so close against Jacobs and win, so close against Callum Smith and win, then he too is worth a shot.
Canelo Alvarez will defend his undisputed super middleweight world championship against John Ryder, and we cannot wait.
Presentando a 5 veces campeón del mundo, Saul Canelo
John understands the magnitude of the task faced in fighting Canelo, and it's gonna get tough in there, without a shadow of a doubt.
The problem you get with fighting someone like Canelo, because he's a superstar, and he's just a tremendous talent, and it's been a joy to watch all these years, and being one of the most adaptable fighters of this generation, let's not forget that. You look at all those things and think, John doesn't belong in the same ring. But when you earn your right to get there, and how he's been able to show up on the big night of his career, he not only deserves the right, he'll be a test. Listen, Canelo's the favourite. But if you just think Canelo's going to walk in there, blast him out and have fun, it's like an easy homecoming for Canelo, you might be a little bit surprised.
If you look at his professional career, he's been a professional boxer for longer than he hasn't. And so there's a lot at stake for Canelo. But that's not to say that there isn't any pressure on John. John will not want to be turning up here just to make up the numbers. He too knows that this could be something that will change his life and his career.
John Ryder is the mandatory challenger. John Ryder is the interim world champion. John Ryder is the man that Canelo Alvarez must face or lose his mantle as undisputed world champion. John Ryder is the guy who's earned his shot through victories against Daniel Jacobs, Zach Parker for the interim world title. So it doesn't matter what you think of John Ryder. It doesn't matter what you think of the fight. I'm telling you now, this man is there on merit. He's there because of ability and he's there because of heart. And he will leave everything in the ring in Guadalajara on May the 6th. And if Canelo Alvarez is not on the ball, if Canelo Alvarez is on the decline, if Canelo Alvarez is struggling after his surgery, he will have his hands right full with John Ryder. He'll be going there to create one of the greatest moments for a British fighter in the history of the sport and trying to produce the greatest victory of all time by any British fighter.